I'm going to show you a freeze-proof chicken watering bucket that I made. I keep my chickens in several large chicken tractors and use a watering bucket to provide water for them. This works great in the summer, but those buckets freeze solid in the winter. So for the last decade I switched to rubber bowls that I can break the ice out of during winter. I decided that I needed to winterize the bucket waterer. In order to accomplish this task I used a stinger or water heater and a thermocube. This approach seems to have worked perfectly. On a day with a high of 15 and a low of 9 degrees, the waterer used less than a third of a kilowatt, or about 3 cents. That makes this waterer very cheap to run. Here's a list of the tools needed to build this waterer. A drill, of course. A larger drill bit like 7/16. An 11/32 drill bit for the chicken water nipple. A hot glue gun. A adjustable wrench for installing the chicken nipple, and a small drill bit for the guide wires. And here is a list of the supplies needed. A bucket and lid, a chicken nipple, a thermocube. A thermocube turns on whatever is plugged into it at 35 and shuts it off at 45 degrees. A water heater, or also known as a stinger, some wire, a short piece of 3-inch pipe, some insulation like styrofoam board, and some tape. Drill an 11/32 hole in the bottom of the bucket for the chicken nipple. Install the chicken nipple and then glue the short piece of 3-inch pipe around it to protect it. Drill holes at the corner of the bucket to support the stinger with the guide wire. You want the stinger located towards the bottom, right above the chicken nipple. I drilled a 7/16 hole on the side of the bucket as an exit location for the power cord on the stinger. You want the thermocube located towards the bottom of the bucket. Glue it to the outside of the bucket and then plug the stinger into it. Then it's just a matter of covering the bucket with insulation, cutting it to size and gluing it down. I got my styrofoam out of a dumpster. The most expensive part I used was the thermocube, which runs around $12. This is easy and cheap to build, and it is actually better and cheaper to run than the commercial alternative. One thing to keep in mind is that you want the stinger to constantly be covered in water, or else you risk burning it out and possibly causing a fire hazard. I drilled a hole in the side of my bucket to accept a hose so that I could fill it from the outside of the cage. For more ideas like this, visit my website, jlmissouri.com. Lewis Family Farm.